What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Waits Academy. One second, I forgot my coffee. I'll be right back. All right. So, guys, first of all, I am extremely happy to see that people that we gave free scholarship for the Waits Academy training are using it. And just talked to Christopher Anand. Congratulations, Christopher. He finished almost every course on the Waits Academy, except he's taking now the last one. It's the wine course. So yeah, we're gonna do the final exams, and he's gonna get the certificates, the diploma, everything. It's just great because I know a lot of people cannot afford to pay any money because they don't have a job or they work for a little bit of money, and it's really hard to invest this kind of money into your education. That's why we give the scholarship, and that's why I'm so happy to see that people take advantage of that. Not everybody's taking advantage, but it's up to you guys. I give you the chance. If you want to take advantage and also get a free scholarship for the Waiters Academy, create your profile on the Waiters Network. Make sure you create a nice profile, and we're selecting 5 people every month. Every month, 5 people from the Waiters Network. Whoever has a profile on the Waiters Network gets a chance to receive the free scholarship for the Waiters Academy and learn. And right now, you have 3 new courses. The Waiters, the Restaurant Manager course is already on. The Junior Barkeeper course is already available, and I am just uploading the Junior Sommelier course. So I don't know, guys, if you understand the absolutely amazing opportunity here for everyone who wants to succeed in this business that the Waiters Academy is giving you, because you're not gonna get no waiter course, no sommelier course, no barkeeper course, no restaurant manager course for this kind of money. Or especially if you get the free scholarship, you just don't get it. That's it. So do you guys hear me and see me well? I'm using this new phone. I just bought the S23, the Samsung S23. So this is the first time I'm using it for the live stream. I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm not sure if you can see me well. Me personally, I don't see the screen so well, and those. Not like that. Go back. Go back. Sorry about that. It's very hard for me to read the names, especially. I see somebody says hello, sir. Hello, Anish. I'm not so sure. Anyway, but please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, if you can see me well, because really, it's the first time I'm using the phone, the new phone for the live stream, and it's kind of confusing. Really, not what I was expecting. So, let me see if I can read this, man. Sir, have you made a video on topic of delivering checks and collecting payments? Yes. I have video about explaining how to deliver the checks, what to say, making payments. So how to approach the table to ask if they are ready to pay. So yeah, there are videos on this topic, so you can check it out. Basically, guys, the best way to take a payment is make sure that once you approach the table, they say they want to pay. This is a priority now for you. People don't want to wait for a payment, and you can ruin the whole evening let's say you provided amazing service, you had a great time with those guests, they had a great time, they ate amazing food, and now they ask you to pay, and you are not quick, and you go and do some other things and they have to wait. You can ruin their mood, you can ruin your tip, and the whole experience. So once a guest asks to pay, you go and get the bill done. Now you bring the bill, don't leave it on the table and go away, do something else, because this is the worst. All right, they put their credit card or they put their money, they're waiting for change, and you're just running around doing something, and they're just sitting there waiting, and that just builds up anger, for real, anger. I remember myself, and it was a terrible situation. There was nothing I can do about it. But I remember myself losing a big fat tip on about $2,000 check. All right. Top VIP guest, celebrating, I think it was a Christmas or New Year. I don't know what was that exactly. And he was like there with his son and his girlfriend and so and so, and they were having a lot of fun. They were drinking expensive wine and everything like that. He calls me for the check. He was already pretty drunk. He calls me for the checks. I go there and I stay there to take care of the payment immediately. And my next table is a 15 top, big party. And the runners bring the food, and there is a confusion on the table. Which food goes where? The runners are young kids. They don't understand nothing. The guests are already drunk. They don't know who ordered what. And there is no chance I leave this mess right next to me, you know. So I'm telling him, hey, Mr. Tse, I will be right back with you, okay? So I go over there and I start helping the people to set the table, and he gets pissed. So I go back, he's already in a terrible mood. He doesn't say nothing, he's a regular customer, but I see him, his mood is changed completely. And I take care of the payment, and he doesn't leave me 1 cent, not 1 cent. And usually he always gives you 10%. That was in Europe. So yeah, I lost like $200 something just for 1 day. So once you bring the check, make sure you stay present. You see they put the credit card, or you see they put the money. You take care of that immediately. Thank your guest. Wish them well. Welcome them back in the restaurant. You know, the whole system. But like I said, there are videos about that. You can check it out. Oh, Deborah, I think it's Deborah. Hello, I always follow you from Cyprus. Cyprus. Do you know that Cyprus is one of my favorite places in the world? That's my first job as a waiter. First on the cruise line. I was working for Luce Cruise Line 30 years ago. And then I left the cruise line and I work in Platres. I was working in Platres as a waiter in a small family restaurant. Not so small, 24 tables. I remember still, because I was the only waiter on 24 tables restaurant. And the freaking restaurant was full all the time. You got 24 tables, full all the time, and one waiter. And not just waiter, but I was also a barkeeper and a waiter. I was doing my own drinks. And also I had to, sorry about that, guys, I'm still not completely healed. I had to help in the kitchen also with the salads and the bread. I have never done so much running in my life. Yeah, but that was my first job as a waiter in Cyprus. So greetings to Cyprus, Deborah. Thank you for following the channel. I hope you're doing well. So, Anish, you say hello, sir, again. Hello, sir. I belong from a third country, and at present I'm doing waiter job as a foreign worker in Romania. All right. And I want to immigrate to Portugal. So is Portugal good for waiter jobs? Oh, listen, man. You can have a good job in Romania, you can have a good job in Portugal, you can have a terrible job in Romania, you can have a terrible job in Portugal, and anywhere in the world. United States, Japan, anywhere in the world. So I don't think you can immigrate from Romania to Portugal unless you have gotten this permanent citizenship, permanent residence in Romania. Maybe that will allow you, but I don't think that's the case. I remember we talked about it with you before. So you can go to Portugal and you can make less money than you're making in Romania. Portugal is not a very high standards country. If you don't work with international tourists, you're not gonna make a tip. So you can really get screwed up by that. But like I said, I don't see a way for you right now to catch an airplane and go to Portugal and start working. Just that this is not happening. All right, so yeah, I just don't see that happening. And if you do it illegally, let's say you are able to get into the Schengen country and you can travel within Schengen freely, without borders, without nothing, and that's not correct 100%, because, for example, while you cross in Germany, they stop cars and they check passports and things like that all the time now. So you might get caught and then you're gonna get in trouble. But working illegally anywhere is just, I don't recommend it, because you have no protection, you have no insurance, you have probably working for half of the salary that usually a waiter will get, and if you don't make tip, trust me, it's not a situation you want to be. But all that said, I never worked in Portugal, so I'm not sure what exactly your options are. But like I said, if you are going to any country, you can get a top job and you can make really good money because of tip. All right, in Europe, you're not gonna get paid like thousands of dollars. But if you get, let's say you work in Austria and you work in a nice top restaurant and you're making, let's say, salaries, let's say 1,500, 1,600, as a top waiter, you can go to $2,000 netto a month salary. All right, and then you make another $2,000-3,000 tip. That's good money. All right, but you can go also in Austria and work for, let's say, 1,300, 1,500 and make $200 tip a month, and that's not gonna do anything for you, because you gotta pay a lot of expenses, and they're just not working. So Deborah says, how can I deal with racism as a waiter? Boy, do you experience this kind of treatment from your guests or from your coworkers, from your bosses? It's different. It's different. Now, if your coworkers and your bosses are treating you badly on a racial issue, there is not much you can do about it. You should probably find another job. I mean, people don't change this attitude no matter what you do. You could be the most amazing person, the best waitress, bring the most revenue, make the best sales and everything like that, and their attitude is not going to change, because they just those kind of type of people. Okay, so that's my suggestion. Now, if it's a guest team, so I did not experience this kind of it was another racial thing. But let's say when I was working in Greece, in Cyprus, 30 years ago, they treated Bulgarians like garbage. All right, really low salaries. They don't. I mean, we were garbage, for them. So, and of course, it was illegal, at the time. So they can do whatever they want with you. They can send you to the immigrations any moment they want, and so the treatment was pretty rough. And because at that time, I was a young man and wanting to work abroad and make money, because I was still making way much more money than if you work in Bulgaria at that time. Um, I just uh, close my ears and eyes for a lot of mistreatment. But um, that was on the part of my bosses mostly. Now the guests mostly they were treating me well, but you stay professional, and if somebody's treating you wrongly, you just try very politely to explain to those people that you are there to provide service, and you are doing a good job, and you're giving the best effort you could give. All right, and they should appreciate that. But that should be done very politely, and like I said, those type of people, you're not going to change their opinion and their attitude. You're not going to change. So fighting back is not going to bring you no positives. Um, Now, just ignoring completely is also not a good thing. Like I said, very politely, very kindly, just like a teacher trying to explain to a little kid that what they do is not right, and you're there to support yourself and your family, and you are doing an excellent job. You are a professional, but yeah, I mean, I personally never experienced this type of treatment. Like I said, they were treating us badly because we were poor kids coming from a poor country, and they were just taking advantage of us back in the days. But yeah, for example, when I came here in Austria, it was the same thing. I was hired here as a top waiter in a top resort, and those people, most of them, most of my co-workers, most of the people that work in the offices, most of the management staff, they're just passing by me, looking at the other side so they don't tell me good morning or whatever. That was the treatment. It was like, who the hell is this guy? Like why they hire people like that? I wasn't speaking much German, um, and I had attitude because I knew who I was as a waiter, and you you gotta prove yourself. This attitude changed with time because I prove who I am as a person, as a professional. But it takes time, and it takes a lot of um, closing your eyes and your ears for this kind of shit. Uh, I'm sorry, I cannot give you the much better advice, but yeah, fighting back, really fighting back, is not an option that will get you somewhere. All right, so stay professional, stay polite, and like I said, you try to explain to to a 4-year kid that he's doing something wrong. This is the approach I will say. Um, Anish, well then, can I immigrate to Austria from Romania, sir? No, not legally. Um, so you are in Romania right now. I guess you went to with a contract. Some agency in India found you a job in Romania. They send you there. You got a contract. You got this work permit for Romania. You don't have work permit for Europe because Romania is not a part of Schengen, um, and um, and you cannot travel freely out of Romania. If you want to cross the border, they will check you out, and let's say on the Hungarian border or the Bulgaria border, they will stop you and they're not going to let you in because you have no permit to get there. Now, can you do something? I would say, now, first of all, you cannot come to Austria and work in Austria because you don't speak German language, okay? So you cannot be a waiter in Austria. Would you like to start being working as a dishwasher, or in the best case scenario, a backup waiter? Let's say you have experience, very good experience, you have education, you have perfect English, and let's say there might be some hotel, because the situation with the waiters in Austria is pretty bad. They might be willing to hire you as a backup waiter somewhere. Questionable, but it's possible. Now, do a hotel in Austria want to go through all the process, acquiring visa for you and blah, 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 all those expenses to get you here? In case that you don't even speak German, I don't think so. But if you want to try, you can go for it, and you can try. You can also try to apply for a job in Malta. You can try to apply for a job in Italy. All right. Those countries, you got a better chance to be hired as a backup waiter. In Malta, maybe you can be hired as a waiter because English is what they need. Yeah. But Austria, Germany, Switzerland, those are German-speaking countries, and your chances here are not so well unless you speak German. Dima, I think it's Dima. I apologize if I see it right. Oi, hello, thank you. You're welcome, Dima. What's going on, man? Where are you from? Who was the best waiter ever who you worked with? What made him different than others? I work with amazing waiters, top managers in the world, absolutely amazing barkeepers. I mean, I cannot explain you. But let's don't go so back in the days. Where I work with some crazy people, man. You mean amazing people that knew everything about the business, and I was learning from them. But let's say one of the top waiters that I was working is this guy that I work here in this top restaurant in Kitzbühel. So Kitzbühel is the most expensive, most luxury ski resort in Europe, together with St. Moritz, Kitzbühel. So we were working in this top restaurant, and this guy, he was working there for 30 years. 30 years, all right? So of course he knew all the guests, and all the guests knew him. And he's serving like, I mean, top. He's serving Swarovski family. He's serving multi-millionaire, billionaires, and anything you can imagine. Like really the richest of the richest in Europe. All right. Everybody wants to be on his station. So what made him different and special? First of all, he was working there so many years. He knew everybody and he knew everything about the job. He was the best wine seller. The guy was selling wines like crazy. He was the best small talk waiter. You know, he could talk so sweetly. He knew what to say it, how to act, how to gesticulate, everything. It was like, this guy was coming to work. You know, we were making a lot of money, of course, but he wanted to be one of those people that come to the restaurant. He was coming with Armani pants, with the Louis Vuitton belt, with he was dressed like a star, and he was acting like a star. He was acting like he is the star of the town, basically, the star of the town. And that's how you should do. That's how you should be acting once you get to this level, all right? Because there was no secret in the business for this guy. He's been working at the top level of hospitality for so long, and he was feeling like he was at home. He's a personal friend to the owner of the hotel and the restaurant. He's a personal friend to most of his guests. After the job is done, he goes to the casino, he plays with them, he goes to the clubs, he dances with them, and all those kind of things. And this guy was living amazing life, all right? And I was a new waiter there. I was a station waiter. I was doing my own station, just like he was doing his own station, but I was new waiter. It was my first year there. And most of the waiters actually were new. And we were working like crazy. And this guy comes in the evening. He comes to the newspaper, sit down at his station, put his legs on the table, reads the newspaper. He doesn't care about nothing, all right? I hated that. I made a big problem because of that. Because we're getting killed, and he just doesn't give a damn about nothing. He's not working until 6 o'clock, and that's every day. Yeah, I mean, and I work with many other waiters that, I can tell you stories, guys, about waiters that, a waiter with education, with the sommelier certificates, waiter with restaurant manager experience and education. And he works as a waiter because, just like me, he doesn't want to deal with the BS that managers deal. We want to come 6 o'clock, work for 4 hours, make $600 in my pocket, and go home and play. And that's it. You work from 6 till 11, you make your money, you go home, you play, whatever you do the next day, go play golf and things like that. And those people, they know absolutely everything about the business. Back in the days when I was working in Las Vegas, I was working with some managers and some waiters, man, that were top professionals. Top professionals. It was crazy. And not even Vegas. When I was working in Florida, Palm Beach, in this top restaurant, we were serving George Bush, we serving Kennedy families, and it was crazy. And I was a young man just coming to America, and I'm working with those waiters, man. We are making so much money. Those people are driving Ferraris and shit. They're like I'm the god, like who? And the restaurant manager, and I will never forget this guy because he gave me the first chance to work in a fine dining restaurant, Pietro Valentini. He was a manager that was working for Ritz-Carlton for 20 years. He was traveling around the world to open restaurants for Ritz-Carlton all over the world for 20 years. And he was amazing. And he's still there. He owns this restaurant. He was a restaurant manager there, but now he owns the restaurant that I used to work. It was an amazing place. So I learned from a lot of good people. Anish, sir, you mean if I get work permit from Austria, Malta, and other Schengen countries, then it's possible? Yes. So if you come to, let's say you come to Austria, let's say a company wants to hire you so bad that they go through the process and they get you a work permit in Austria. The moment you get this work permit in Austria, you come here and you start work, the whole Europe is open for you. All right. So it's a different story to have work permit in Austria, and it's a different story to have work permit in Romania, because Romania, Bulgaria, these countries, they are not part of Schengen. All right. You cannot travel freely out of the country. You cannot work anywhere you want. But once you get work permit in Austria, you can go work in France, you can go work in Germany, in Holland, in Portugal, in Spain, anywhere you want. Dima says, yes, yes, it's Dima, right. All right, man. Wow, this is so small. Mr. Experiment? I think it's a Mr. Experiment. Hello, sir. Greetings. Namaste from Nepal. Greetings back to Nepal, man. What's going on? Dima, fascinating. I absolutely love looking at professionals doing their best. It's like true art. Absolutely, man. Our job is true art. And I love when I go to the restaurant and I work in a nice place and people order nice wine, to go over there, to do the veneering of the glasses, to do the decanting, to do the talking, to explain this and this and this, and do everything with with finesse, like not just pouring the wine, like pouring the wine the proper way, slowly, just, I mean, every single thing, just putting the plate on the table the proper way. This is an art. One of my first videos, I explained that waiters, we are like actors, man. We are performing on stage every single day without a script. You have to improvise in front of every table. You are on audition, another audition, another audition, another audition, and you are on audition but under stress. You gotta do it fast and correctly, and it's not easy, but it's great. I love this job. This job's giving me everything in the world. So yeah. Mr. Experiment, how to handle guest complaint in hotels? Please tell us. Well, I have a whole training about handling guest complaints. All you gotta do is just go to the Waiters Academy blog page and search for handling guest complaints. I have a step-by-step tutorial how to handle guest complaints. I'm not gonna talk about it here right now. Anyway, I'm having trouble talking whatsoever. So just go and get it from the blog page of the Waiters Academy. It's free. You don't need to sign up. You don't need to log in. You don't need nothing. You just go get it. Step-by-step tutorial. It's very important to handle guest complaints properly, guys, because that's going to save you so much trouble, and we'll just put you on the next level. All right. Being able to handle guest complaints and not being able to handle guest complaints will make a whole lot of difference in your career. If you want to grow, if you want to become a manager, supervisor, or whatever, this is going to make a lot of difference. So you learn how to handle guest complaints, please. For Delamy, hey, nice to see you, man. What's going on? I haven't seen you in a long time on the live stream. Good day, coach. Good day. Listen, guys, I'm going to close the live stream right now because, yeah, for some reason, I don't feel this new phone is doing a great job. And the letters here are so small, man, I don't see nothing. And it really drives me crazy. Plus, I cannot talk any longer. So thank you guys for joining me today. It's been really a pleasure. Very good questions, by the way, and very good comments. Thank you. Cynthia is, haven't seen you in a long time also, Cynthia. Nice to see you. Finally got your live stream. Yeah, I haven't done live stream in a long time. I was very sick. My boy was sick. So more than 10 days I was not doing. Yesterday, my first live after the sickness, and today I'm trying to do it. But I'm going to close it right now because it's been really hard for me to talk. All right. Congratulations on success, and thank you for putting these videos up. Being too busy and having many rewarding experience waiting on grateful guests. Man, that's the most beautiful thing that a waiter can say. Thank you, Cynthia. You know, and that changed everything for you. This kind of attitude, this kind of feeling of gratitude, that changes everything for you and makes you want to be even better and bring better service and make your guests even happier, because hey, there is no better feeling than feeling the gratitude of your guest. There is no better feeling. uh, Mr. Experiment, get well soon. Thank you, my friend. Dima, appreciate watching your answering questions live. Thank you. You're very welcome, Dima. And Cynthia says, so to hear that. No, I'm feeling well now. It was a pretty bad, but I'm feeling well now. So everything's fine, and I hope you guys doing great too. And I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna do an again live 11 o'clock Central European time, and Deborah says we should speedy recovery. Thanks, Deborah. Like I said, it was pretty bad, but right now I'm feeling way better. I just cannot talk. I still have this problem with the throat, but anyway, everything else is fine. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the good wishes, and thank you for coming in today, joining me for the live stream. Best of luck. Stay healthy, stay safe, take care of yourself and your family. Work hard, make good money, enjoy life. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.